Hey, folks, good evening. Beautiful day, a little shower here and there. It could be worse, man. It could be worse. It's part of life. So, I was talking to a friend of mine, and we were discussing um, the oath that he had to take, and the oath that his sister had to take. So, my friend's sister is in the medical field, and she took her oath, and my friend took an oath, and he's in the judicial uh, field. But what really made me question uh, that came up was that I hear all these oaths, and I've taken my oath. I've taken a couple oaths in my life, and the thing that's funny about it is I believe in it, and I still believe in it, even years after I left the military and working for the government. I took an oath too. The question became an aspect because of you know, my emphasis of ethics and principle. I asked him the question is that, do you believe, but do you believe on the oath you took? And he said he does. I mean, truly does. And I asked him, does your sister do? And he said, my sister goes above and beyond for the oath. That point came back around to me, and I told him, I have believed in my oath even after I served. But what really is is funny is that people who have to take these oaths and have conflicts or have ethical and principled conflicts, people forget that an oath in many aspects can be used against them if they violate those oaths. And a lot of times it's criminal in many aspects. And people don't think like that, but they do. The idea of oath has always been about the integrity of a person and the integrity of the office or work you do. But in the last 10 years, and this is loosely based on observation and data I've been reading, what is fascinating is people use that to defend themselves when they're in trouble. But it's also used when somebody violates that oath in a criminal aspect or ethical aspect. There was an incident years ago where the idea of an oath was used because it was about the moral decision. Now, moral decision is based, again, individual has different moral values and aspects like that. But when it comes to ethics and principle, it's black and white. Some courts have said there's a waiver, but the point of ethics and principle is that if you know it's wrong, then it's wrong. There's no bottom line about it. But when there is a wiggle room, that's where the idea of the oath becomes questionable. There is an oath that everybody in general understand. One oath is the oath itself. So the variance of the oath is as different as night and day for some areas. It says there it's from law enforcement, serve and protect. And another one is to do no harm. Those words within certain oaths has become part of the enigma and the aspect of our society. But the question I put up for my friend was that, do people really believe in those oaths? When somebody makes a mistake or does something is invariably counters what the oath they took supposed to be, do you call them out? And is it the job of the organization or society, or and that becomes another enigma on questionable point. But the thing that really was that rose up to this question was that when an oath we all took, or somebody took, or this person took, guarantees certain valid integrity, that when your character, your principle, your ethics is being attacked because you violated the ethical, the principle, the value aspect of the oath, do you consider yourself still valid in doing your job, or do you start questioning yourself? And if you saw it from the perspective of the environment you're in, does the people have the right to say, hey, you took an oath, you violated it, you should be fired or you should be prosecuted? There's the other dilemma. I'm asking this question again, it's based on ethics, it's based on the principle. The things is that a lot of people are not questioning the ethical value of one's oath. I've seen doctors get prosecuted for violating their oath not to do harm. I've seen people get fired for breaking their oath, their ethical oath. So the question is, do you think organizations and situations where the oath you took has been violated, do you think they should be admonished? There should be some kind of timeout or something like that? It's becoming an issue, and a lot of people are asking the question, have we gone too far where we have given them, they took the oath but they're not following their oath, they're basically going around the oath and they're violating that principle? So give me a heads up, what do you think? Do you think when you take an oath and there's a certainty of real violation, should a person be fired or get demoted or whatever? But again, there has to be evidence. If there's evidence that shows there's a tangible aspect that the oath was broken, should he be fired or she be fired, or should be question their value? That's something a lot of people are not willing to ask. And again, it's part of the critical thinking. It's part of questioning the ethical sense of our community and our world today. So hit me if you think it's we should you should question the ethical value of a person if he or she violates the oath he or she took. Sometimes we forget the simplified aspect of an oath has a lot of meaning. It's grounded. And I personally have taken many oaths, and I still hold those oaths very clearly. Even one of my friends says that I'm more gung-ho because of the oath, because to me, if I don't take on the role of the principle I believe in, then my word as a person would be seen as nothing. My value as a person wouldn't be seen as nothing, because if I don't take responsibility for all my actions, that includes violating the oath, then I am as bad as the worst person on the street, or the worst person over here. So is an oath that people take, is it really that important? And is it a place that we have to continue to enforce? Because sometimes I've heard too many times that people say, I don't want to, we should enforce this oath, even though one of the oaths I've read is to provide assistance to those who needs the help, to do more to do something like to do more and something else, but basically to help those who needs our help, but to do so with integrity, with character and value. That's a lot of point of meaning. Do you still believe in those principles? And are you willing to hold on those kind of oath aspect that people are supposed to take, you know, and believe in? That includes the leadership, the management of the middle aspect, the workers, the team members. Are oaths in organizations really just not important anymore? So hit me. Take care, stay safe, and of course, enjoy what life brings, okay?